His name is Quebi, known as the fastest in the universe. When he's at the peak, he can go round the Earth in 3 circles in 2 seconds. When he's not doing anything, he can make the ARMY experience a super speed kick. The ARMY was so scared that his whole body was shaking. But just such a simple stab, but because of his ability, he caused a disaster. In the end, Mowgli had no choice but to send him away. They have very powerful teleportation magic. As long as you think about where you want to go, then you can reach it by passing through the ring of paper. Mowgli directly sent him to the Earth. The only thing he has to do is not to expose himself to humans. He can only enjoy himself at ordinary times. Without friends, he can only play table tennis with himself. In fact, he has also been found by the paper accounts in the town. It's just that no one believes it. His favorite human is called Mowgli. He is a police officer in the town. Every day, Quebi will run to their house to watch TV. But every time, he is inexplicably sad, because Mowgli doesn't know his existence at all. Until this evening, he came to the baseball field alone. He can take over all the positions, but even if he hits a full radar, no one cheers for him. He began to drive the speed to the extreme. Then something incredible happened. He seemed to have gained the blessing of the thunder god buff. The blue lightning in his body caused an outburst. The whole country lost power. The next day, the country held an emergency meeting. To solve this kind of strange event, we must find more strange people. So they invited the world's most amazing scientist. He regarded other humans as ants. The only thing he cares about is his inhuman arm. Only machines don't betray, don't doubt. The country has ruled out all normal phenomena. The rest can only rely on him. He began Tao's drone to search in the power plant. Soon he found a mysterious footprint. It compares all living things on the Earth, but there is none that can match it. His name is Jinbi. As a genius with 5 doctorate degrees at the same time, he found a footprint that does not belong to Earth life. He was very interested in this. He began to investigate. He also knew that he was exposed. He had no choice this time. He could only send it to a planet where only mushrooms existed, but the enemy was getting closer. In the chaos, the first place he thought of was Howby's house. When he was crossing, he made a sound. Howby went to check and found his fallen orchid. When he took out the ring and was ready to send it, Howby found it. Meow? Because of the extreme fear, Howby used anesthetic on his foot. In a trance, he could only see the words on his clothes. It was just the fall of the city. But at that time, the door had been opened. The destination was the city. The ring in the struggle fell in. Howby finally believed his sense of direction. There really was a blue devil in town. When the fast money woke up, he had regained his calmness. After getting to know Quai, we found out what happened to Quai. At this time, Jin Coin had already led people to find this place. Pao B could only hide him in the attic first, but he ignored it. The blue thorns and gold coins I picked up looked like they didn't belong to the Earth, so I started to threaten him. Quai must also have a sentimental and righteous mind, so he just stepped forward and ran away. Bai took advantage of the opportunity and fired an electric cannon. The two drove away in the chaos. After it was safe, Pao B was also ready to part ways with him. But Quai B didn't even know where Luo City was. Under his soft and hard tactics, Quai B can only be a good person and take him there. Thinking that this will be his last night on Earth, Quai B also made a wish. Shan went to a bar for the first time, got into a fight for the first time, and did all the things he had never done in his life. After half a night of tossing, there was only one thing left, which was to hand over best friends. They continued on their way the next day, but were discovered by the gold coin's unmanned chariot. A flying cat pierced the vehicle. What could they do soon? A man turned into an electric ball and smashed the tanks to pieces. But he didn't know that the tanks were just Matryoshka dolls. He killed one after another and another after another. The pickup trucks turned into, in the end, there was only one sticky bomb left. After finally taking it off, it exploded. Quai B was also seriously injured by the explosion. His name was Beast B, and he was from the veterinary field. The eldest sister has always been against him being with Hobby, but not only did they not beat him, but they also brought the injured Quai B to his house. Despite strong objections, they had to tie him up first. Quai must be a hedgehog. After simple treatment, Quai finally recovered, but it really scared Beast Bai to death. After Hao B explained what happened, they finally found the missing ring bomb, although they wanted to leave it behind. But he knew that the gold coin would not let him go. In the end, he had no choice but to leave. But after throwing the ring, it hit No Man B. At this time, No Man B had already surrounding them. Jin B also personally took action, driving a fighter jet. But Quai B did not panic and first pushed the Hobby couple downstairs. All the guides, the bullets stopped in front of him. His speed had reached its extreme. Except for himself, everything else seemed to have stopped. Then he ran down the building. But he didn't know that Jinbee's fighter plane used the energy provided by his blue thorns to recover in advance. After being bombed once, he used the ring to kill Hao Bees too. The person teleported to the farm in the town. Under Jinbee's pursuit, he kept teleporting. After a while, he reached the Great Wall, then to the pyramid. Finally, he teleported. Before sending him, he was hit. He also teleported to the town, but he was already dying. Seeing this, Hao Bui picked up the ring on the ground and teleported to the town. On Jinbee's fighter plane, he stopped Kwai Bi when he was about to completely defeat him, but then he was also thrown off the fighter plane. What does it mean? What does it mean? His name, it's Sonic. The Earth has become his hometown. He is my friend. The moment he heard his friend, Kwai Bi finally woke up and burst out with the power of a thunder god. Liang rushed forward to face the missile. Finally, under his high-speed attack, Jinbee's fighter plane had been seriously damaged. After confirming his eyes with Hobie was heartbroken. Ling Shenhui opened the portal behind him, and Kwai Bi also used his murderous tactics to knock him directly into the portal, causing him to be teleported to the Mushroom Planet. After he was dealt with, the country suppressed the bizarre incident in order not to cause panic. Kwai Bi did not leave, but stayed at his first friend's house. These people lived a happy and fast life.